Today's lesson is all about extraction of iron. So let's get going. What do you mean by extraction of iron? Here we extract iron from the iron ore. We extract iron from the iron ore. The iron ore or the rock that contains iron is hematite. Like in hemoglobin, this heme indicates there is iron in the rock. In this hematite, iron is present in the form of iron 3 oxide, Fe2O3. To extract iron from this iron 3 oxide, we have to remove this oxygen. Removal of oxygen is known as reduction. So to remove this oxygen or to reduce this iron 3 oxide, you need a reducing agent. You need a reducing agent. And the next thing you should know, this process of iron extraction takes place within a structure called blast furnace. Within a structure called blast furnace. Here's the blast furnace. Hot air is blown into the furnace from the bottom. Hot air is blown into the furnace from the bottom. At the bottom, the temperature is about or below 1900 Celsius. At the top, the temperature is about or below 1000 Celsius. Raw materials are added to the blast furnace from the top. Raw materials are added to the blast furnace from the top. Here we add 3 raw materials to the furnace. We add 3 raw materials to the furnace. One is hematite. Which contains iron 3 oxide. Second one, coke, which is mainly carbon. Third one, limestone, which is calcium carbonate. These are the 3 raw materials we add to the blast furnace: hematite, coke, and limestone. To extract iron, we have to remove this oxygen or we have to reduce this iron 3 oxide. To remove oxygen or to reduce this iron 3 oxide, we need a reducing agent. We need a reducing agent. The carbon that you add from the top of the furnace reacts with oxygen in hot air and forms carbon dioxide. The carbon that you add from the top reacts with oxygen in hot air and forms carbon dioxide. The carbon that you add from the top reacts with oxygen in hot air and forms carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide further reacts with carbon and forms carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide acts as the main reducing agent in the blast furnace. This carbon monoxide acts as the main reducing agent in the blast furnace. Now you have got the reducing agent. Now you can reduce this iron 3 oxide. Our next step is reducing iron 3 oxide. Iron 3 oxide reacts with the reducing agent carbon monoxide and form iron and carbon dioxide. Now you have extracted iron. This extracted iron is more dense. So this iron will deposit at the bottom of the blast furnace. This iron will deposit at the bottom of the blast furnace. From this hematite, you extracted iron. From this core, you form the reducing agent. Then what is the use of this limestone? This limestone is used to remove impurities. So our next step is removing impurities. The limestone or calcium carbonate that you add from the top of the furnace decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This calcium oxide is used to remove impurities. What are the impurities in the iron ore? Mainly there are two types of impurities in the iron ore. One is silica or sand, which is silicon dioxide. And the other one is alumina or aluminium oxide. These two impurities react with calcium oxide produced here. These two impurities react with calcium oxide produced here. Calcium oxide reacts with silicon dioxide and forms calcium silicate. Here you get only one product, calcium silicate. So to get the formula of calcium silicate, just put all the atoms together, you get the formula of calcium silicate. Calcium oxide reacts with aluminium oxide and forms calcium aluminate. Here also you get only one product, calcium aluminate. To get the formula of calcium aluminate, just put all the atoms together, you get the formula of calcium aluminate. Together, calcium silicate and calcium aluminate, we call it as slag. This slag is less dense than iron. It is less dense than iron. So, slag will float on iron. Slag will float on iron. In the blast furnace, carbon monoxide acts as the main reducing agent. But at the bottom of the blast furnace, carbon can also act as the reducing agent. At the bottom of the furnace, carbon can also act as the reducing agent. But the main reducing agent in the blast furnace is carbon monoxide. If you consider the raw materials used in the blast furnace, we extract iron from hematite. We form the reducing agent. Which is carbon monoxide from coke. And limestone is used to remove impurities. That's all about iron extraction. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, although it was not traditional face-to-face teaching. Thank you.